Hey guys, it is Jack here. So here today for a different sort of video. I am going to today be doing a Q&A, answering your questions that you have for me. You know, everyone sees me like Jack, the guy that reviews all the new vegan products, but there is a little bit more that I want to share with you, and you guys had the questions for me. So I'm going to be answering a few of these today, and hopefully you get some information about me personally, what I am into, and some of the stuff that I like. So let's get into this Q&A straight away. So topping off, the first question that we have is, what is your vegan story? So I'm pretty sure that I have spoken about it a few times in the past, but what started our vegan journey, our family's vegan journey, actually all started off with our youngest, who had a severe eczema from a young age. You know, my wife was unfortunately had difficulty breastfeeding, so we had to get some formulas. We started giving our son a dairy-based formula. That is what started his eczema from the start. So he would get it all over his body, all over his neck, you know, on his hands, all on his stomach. And it got so severe it started bleeding because he kept, like, you know, rubbing on it, rolling around. Overnight he would just be screaming. We tried getting some cotton blankets, new cotton pajamas, just to kind of make, you know, breathe a little bit. Like everything that we did before that, you know, nothing worked. We tried different creams, it got down a little bit, but then it would flare up again. So we started to look into the connection between dairy and eczema, and there is a very strong link between the two. My wife and I, we thought that, you know, maybe perhaps we can look into alternatives into, you know, eliminating dairy. So, like, you know, get rid of cow's milk, get rid of the cheeses. We went into that kind of, we want to really look after our child, and we will do whatever we can to do it. So we looked into that, cut that out. We actually watched What the Health documentary as well, and then it just really resonated with us and clicked. And from there, it was literally probably 2 days after watching Watch the Health, changing a formula into a more soy-based formula. You know, 2 days after, we used up the last of our, like, you know, our meat, our cheese, and all that sort of stuff, and then just went vegan from there, like straight away. Never had a need, never had a desire to go back. You know, the transition for us was very easy, and for me personally, I feel like if it resonates with you, it is so much easier to make that switch and change. So that is how we started our vegan journey as a family and me personally. Anyway, next question. Your favorite vegan fast food? So this is a very hard one. There is a lot of vegan fast food options available now, and it's really great to see more companies jumping on that vegan bandwagon. A lot of vegans like their pizzas, but for me personally, I'm gonna go with one that probably doesn't get talked about enough, and it is Snits. Snits have amazing vegan schnitzels that I find very delicious. They're not like a mock meat, they're more like a bubble and squeak, so the veggie schnitzel, but the crumb around it is very delicious. And they do vegan cheese, they do vegan mayo, and my favorite fast food vegan option, I don't get it a lot, but is the vegan parmesan in like a roll. It is oozing out with vegan cheese, got some delicious tomato sauce over it in a bun, and it's very delicious. Their chips are vegan and they are also very delicious as well. How do you deal with judgment from other parents? So this is an interesting one. You know, everyone is a health expert, and you know, they have their opinions, and they let you know about their opinion of why you shouldn't do this or question what you are doing. We've been pretty fortunate. Most people have been pretty understanding. We understand that they don't want to go vegan for whatever reason. We're not overly pushy with our views with people, and then, you know, vice versa. A lot of people we know understand and accept that that is us. We have had a few occasions where some people, you know, really are truly concerned for our children's health, and it really threw us a couple times over the last couple of years since being vegan, where you get these people where going, you know, you are forcing your beliefs on your children. You know, you can't do that to children. They're not going to get the correct nutrition from a vegan only diet. You need to give them meat, you need to give them dairy. You know, if anything, I'll be honest, pre-going vegan, you know, we had an eldest who was a couple years old at that stage. We probably didn't look into nutrition and food as much as we have since going vegan. So for me personally, as a vegan parent, I want to make sure that they are hitting all their targets, hitting all their goals in terms of nutrition. And my wife and I, we do a lot of research about their daily requirements and making sure that they are having a variety of fruit and veg, legumes, nuts, just offering a variety of food for your child is always going to be the best option. The judgment from other parents, everyone has their own opinions, but as long as your kid is happy and healthy, that is all that matters. What top 5 vegan foods? So for me personally, I am more of a savory fan. I'm not a massive sweet sort of person. I do love the occasional sweets, but for me personally, I am a savory food lover. So for me personally, my top 5 vegan junk foods would be items like pizza, nachos, loaded fries, burgers, but I would make room for some vegan donuts as well. There are some amazing vegan donuts out and about at the moment, and they are very delicious. I've heard the rumor that Krispy Kreme in Australia are going to be releasing their vegan donuts in Australia very soon, so I am looking forward to that. But I personally cannot go past like some loaded nachos with some like cheese sauce, some like vegan bacon bits on there, like the same with your loaded fries. Burgers are always innovating with the options available, and they are always very delicious. There's some great chicken like burgers out there now. Their Beyond patties are very delicious. There are so many great options, and that has to be one of my favorite vegan fast foods that you can make, that you can eat. So those are probably my top 5 items there. Which supermarket has the best vegan foods? So this is an interesting one. I do a lot of vegan food reviews. If you didn't know, check them out. But for me personally, I am a Woolworths, Aldi and Costco shop. I don't really go to Coles, but in my opinion, I feel like Coles actually does have the largest variety of vegan friendly foods available. The Coles have the Nature's Kitchen range. Nature's Kitchen have an abundance of vegan food options available. Very different food items as well. You got like mock meats from them, you got frozen meals from them, pizzas. They've got like coconut condensed milk in there as well in the Nature's Kitchen. They have cookies, they have so much stuff. So I feel like Coles is making a greater effort to cater for vegans, and they are doing a fantastic job with offering unique and a variety of items that like make it easier for people to transition into a vegan diet. So I feel like Coles is definitely winning in that supermarket wars. Woolworths also have some really great options, but definitely Coles, I think they are really taking it to the next level. So a personal one here, favorite genre of music. So for me personally, I was born in the late 80s and I grew up in that new metal era with like, Limp Bizkit, Korn, Slipknot, all those new metal bands, Linkin Park as well. They were my jam back in the day. I love the music. It's what I grew up with. Back then, there was a lot of concerts that I would go to as well. Like, the Big Day Out had a really strong representation of, a lot of new metal bands. So growing up as a young kid, seeing those bands live was great as well. So those bands were around at that peak for me and really helped me develop as a person with the music. I love my music. Definitely have a soft spot for new metal, but I do love rock. I do love some of today's hits as well. My music genres that I enjoy has definitely increased over the time, but I always have a soft spot for that new metal. How do your kids like being vegan? Our kids love it. They're quite young, so they're only like 5 and 3, almost 4, and they haven't really known any different, to be honest. Like, from such a young age they've been vegan. Probably understand what they like about being vegan a little bit more as they grow a little bit older, but at the moment they are starting to understand the connection between animal and food. So like, they have the opinion of like, they don't want to hurt animals, they see them as friends, and they really are starting to show a stronger interest in that side of it, like the animal side of it, which I feel is great. I love teaching my kids about different animals, and they love just seeing them out in the wild. Really, they want to see them acting as animals should act. And I think that is amazing because kids are so innocent. And I personally believe that it all starts with the kids. You know, if you start talking about saving animals and looking after animals' feelings and all that sort of stuff from a young age, it'll definitely continue on later in life for them. Before going vegan, I just remember, like, as a kid, it's just what you knew. Like, you knew there is a chicken there that you can pat and all that, but then there's also a chicken that you eat. You are disconnected from that connection, I guess, between animal and food. And I find from such a young age we make those disconnections pretty quickly from the influences from others. And there's no problems with the parents that do this, but you know, we've all been part of that generation of where we don't make that connection between animal and food. But I believe we should start, and our kids are showing that, you know, it does work, and they are starting to appreciate this fact that they are vegan. They understand that they're vegan as well, and they do start to ask questions and go, oh, is this vegan? Is this vegan chocolate? Is this vegan milk? You know, so that is great. And finally, this is a question, you know, I often wonder myself, why are there not more vegan dads out there? Unfortunately, being a male, you know, we aren't compassionate people. A lot of males, it's just in our genes, I guess. We are not as compassionate as females, and having that compassion towards animals is a strong factor of being vegan. That's probably why majority of my viewers on this channel and the majority of people on my Instagram, I believe it's like 70-75% are female. There are not enough males that are vegan, you know, and that is sad. Like, this is the whole point of why I started this channel, started this vegan dad, you know, name, really, because I wanted to change that view that males can be vegan too. I just want to show people on a broader audience that, you know, males can be vegan. There are easy ways to be vegan. And I work personally, my full-time job, I work in the automotive industry, and I cop a lot of flack for being a vegan. You know, there's a lot of mechanics, a lot of tough, strong people that have these views of, you know, gotta eat meat to be strong, you gotta have all this protein. But you know, I am fitter, healthier, stronger than the majority of these people. So, you know, I guess that is why there isn't more vegan dads, but there are vegan dads out there. I know quite a few of them, and they are all doing amazing jobs. And hopefully moving forward for the new generation, there will be more vegan males out there. So just keep getting out that message. If you are a vegan dad, you know, you are doing a great job, and I hope my videos help encourage you as well to spread that message to other males who are considering going vegan. It is easy, guys, and I am showing you guys that it is easy as well. That's it, guys. Those were a few questions that you guys have been asking me. If you got any more questions, chuck them into the comment section. I will get around and try to answer some of those as well. And as always, if you do have questions, just send them across. I might do another one of these videos. I do love having these kind of personal conversations with you guys and letting you guys know a bit more about me. If you got any questions, so definitely do send them across. If you enjoyed this video, chuck it a like, share it around, and as always, greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel for more vegan friendly content. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll catch you soon.